I want to show you how to use a toothpick to pull these hairs out into the background so that you have very, very nice fine hairs into your back that are shown when you remove your masking fluid after you paint your background. So you start by taking your masking fluid, and what I've done is I've taken my masking fluid, I've poured it into a smaller container so that it doesn't dry out. And you start by taking your brush, and I'm using a number 2 pointed round, and you dip it in your liquid soap, and you swirl it around in the liquid soap so that you protect the bristles of your brush. And what this does is it stops the bristles from being damaged by the masking fluid. So I recommend you do not use a good brush for this. And then you take your brush and you get a toothpick ready. Okay, so there's my toothpick. And you wipe off your excess masking fluid, and then you start putting your masking fluid down. While the masking fluid is still wet, you take your toothpick and you pull out little hairs. And when this dries, you will have nice little hairs but you have to do it while it's still wet. Excuse me, I actually have a cat hair on this brush as well. That's helpful. And then while it's still wet, you just pull out little flicks. And once the masking fluid is dry, then you can paint your background. And I will show you that after it's dry. You can paint your background, and this masking fluid will reserve these little flicks. So then when you take your masking fluid off, you will see these very fine, finer than you can get with your brush. At least I can get with my brush. See, if you mask your masking fluid, you can only get so fine with the brush, especially with a number 2. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. And I will pause this video now and wait for this to dry, paint the background, wait for that to dry, and then I'll show you. Okay, I have put the background on here, and I've tried to make it kind of interesting to look at, but also made it dark enough that you can see the edges. And here's the one that we did with just the paint brush, and as you can see, it's not as thin. And now that this is dry, I can take this rubber cement eraser and I can take off the masking fluid. So then you very carefully, only brushing your eraser in one direction so that it does not damage the paper. You remove the masking fluid. And there you have it. You have your fine tip hairs out into your background. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.